Hey, it's Susie, and if you're a new visitor that popped over because of my Center of Attention post on the Beulah Girl blog, then welcome. And if you've been coming to my blog for a while, then I encourage you to jump back over to BeulahGirl.com and read a post that I wrote for them. I'm going to start posting on a regular basis there, and it's a community for women who are just struggling with all kinds of women's issues that we struggle with. So anyway, I just wanted to give a little vlog response to my blog there, just a little more explanation. And I just want to start by saying I was with a friend the other day, and she said, you know what, sometimes I feel like I'm out in public and I just have a big sign on my forehead that says freak. And it was so relatable to the post that I wrote about. There are many times that I think because I have such an outgoing personality that that's not a gift, it's not a treasure, I'm annoying, I'm obnoxious, and why can't I just be sweet? I'm going to give a little shout out to Heather Cooper. She's not on Facebook, so she'll probably never see this. But I just think of people like Heather and think how sweet they are and just think, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be that way. And so a song came to mind when I was writing this post, and I kind of referenced it, but the song says, I'm digging on you, you digging on me, we digging on we. And that song is probably not a good song, so don't go look it up. But that song just reminded me that I have to be okay with myself. God is not going to come back and remake me. I'm here, and until he comes again, or barring some other way that I go, I'm here and I'm me, and I have to be okay with that. And so how do I cope with me, and how do I use my center of attentionness to do something for the kingdom? Well, first of all, I've got to think about it that people, for some reason, are drawn to that kind of personality. I took a test. It's a really cool test. I can't remember what it is, but you have to put a comment down below if you want to take it as well. But I was chosen as a Georgia master teacher, and I went to this conference, and one of the things that they had us do was we read a book called Teach to Your Strengths. And in that book, it gave you this very extensive personality test. And you had to pick, there were two words that didn't even really seem opposite of each other. It was a time test, and you had to pick one word over the other. And so it was just like instinct, you pick. And it had me down to a T, and it said out of 33 personality types, I had the gift of woo, which was, I guess, enthusiasm and convincing people to do something. And my brother, John Curtis, had the same one, which I thought was funny. But there's a reason that God gave me that wooing kind of personality. And so it's just going to be me dealing with it. So if you're in the boat with me and you're thinking, my personality just is not like everybody else's. I talk too much. I seem to draw attention to myself. I make myself the center of the room, and then I regret everything I did after that. Then, that post is just hopefully relatable for you. But we have to embrace that but also temper that and redirect it. God did give us influence. Somebody who has the gift of woo, somebody who naturally is the center of attention, is going to be able to command an audience. So that's such power. I mean, think about that. And I'm not saying I see such value in every kind of personality, but in my personality, which is all I've got, I see that I have the ability to be a leader. So what am I going to do with that? I've got to follow through. That's one of my 5 tips I gave on the blog, was about follow through. I can say a whole bunch. If I do nothing with it, then it's, in 1 Corinthians 13, he says we can say we have love, we can offer our body to be burned, but if we don't really have it, if we don't really have love, then we're nothing. We're clanging cymbals. We're basically a bad smell to God. And so I want to use this influence that I have, and I want you to use, if this is a post you're viewing or reading, maybe you struggle with the same thing, let's use it for good. Let's pass on. Let's find people that we can influence in a good direction and ask God to make us a better us. So anyway, thank you so much for visiting. I hope you read the article. I hope you liked it. And thank you just for so much support on the blog so far. Have a great day. Love you. Contact me if you need anything.